Hello everybody, and welcome back to a more positive outlook on a video game. A lot of people always ask me, why do you always focus on the negatives, the things that you don't like, or the things that are a bit crap? And that's because really funny. That's it really. Hello, what is going on my gravy children? How are you all doing today? It is me, your gravy father, back in the world of, well, Hoi 4. I'm still on a pretty big Hoi 4 kick, which will probably come to a bit of an end when CK3, well, I'm allowed to post. I've already been playing it a little bit, and I can't wait to show you a few fun things that I found in that game. But until then, we're going to be looking at some stuff in Hoi 4 that I actually really enjoy. So despite the meme and the personas put on in the videos, I actually really enjoy Hoi 4. Even in my spare time, I will occasionally come back and have a single player game, which I played one till 1946 recently. Don't judge me. It was just LARPing as America, and yeah, I sure did have some fun. So, I'm going to run down today my favorite nations to play with the best focus tree paths to go down that I find the most enjoyable that I'll still go back to today and have a game of. Of course, if you're enjoying these more informational videos in Hoi 4, something that I haven't really done that much of before, feel free to leave a like, hit the subscribe button down below to let me know. And you can also follow my Twitter and my Instagram, where you can say I look like a homeless person. I'm not homeless. I've just played a lot of Hoi 4. Alright, we covered this in the worst Hoi 4 focus tree, which was the Soviet Union, where we played a modded version that fixed our focus tree. But I still think the Soviet Union is actually an incredibly fun game. Now, obviously, with the Italians, their focus tree has not been changed since the beginning of the game, which came out 4 years ago. So, it's not a lot to look at, but obviously the way you play the Soviets, it complements it well. You have a lot of stuff to actually do. You can invade a few countries, and most importantly, you're just building up for the eventual German onslaught, which is, well, it's pretty fun to kill the Germans. Of course, as well, you have a historical path, which is getting Trotsky back in power, which can be fun. It's been done on this channel a couple times, and for the most part, it does need a lot of work. But for the base focus trees, I do think the Soviets one is the best, and considering it only really has Italy and Poland to compete with, it's not that hard, really, is it? Now, I will be playing the game, but I won't be doing the Soviet Union just for the simple fact we've already done that. And, Mr. Stalin, I've been in your country way too many times before. Ah, yes. The land of the rising sun. I think Japan is probably one of the best nations to play in the game for the simple fact you are doing pretty much a bit of everything. Your focus tree has actually been reworked in one of the DLCs that I will never remember, and whilst I do think it is lacking compared to the focus trees they come out with nowadays, considering the fact this is the historical Japanese tree right here, this one section, and yeah, this is just, you know, one of the ahistorical paths for Spain, I think Japan might need a bit of a rework, but as it stands right now, Japan is way more playable and more fun to do than, let's say, like Italy, really, where your entire focus tree is pretty pointless. But yeah, the Japanese are probably one of the best nations to play for the simple fact you're always doing a bit of everything. If you want to do the historical route, you need to do a whole bunch of naval invading, so you need to make sure your ships are on par with the Americans and the British, but considering it's AI, it's not that difficult. You're also in a massive land war with China, the endless horde of AI spam attacks against you, and eventually, if you do declare war on the Allies, you're gonna have to deal with Uncle Sam and his endless slaps across the face. And on top of that, whilst I do think the historical focus tree is the best one for Japan, but yeah, you also get a chance to go democratic or monarchist or communist, which I literally haven't done since it came out, really. So, can't really say if that's any good, but realistically, probably not. The other historical focus trees, although, you know, they are unique in their own way, personally, I still prefer to do the historical one, because if you're Japan, endless war is kind of your game, really. Next up it's the baddies. Or if you're an edgy boy, the good guys. And if that's the case, you're a bit of a dickhead. Now, obviously, Germany in this time is not a fun place to be for a lot of people, but in the video game sense, it's actually a very good focus tree on both parts. Now, obviously, in a historical game, you are the reason the world will go to hell starting World War II, and obviously, you need to have a lot of focuses to facilitate that, and even so, you still have a whole bunch of ahistorical paths to go down and actually change your way about it. So you can go ahead and delay the war if you just do Danzig for Slovakia, befriend Poland, and then invade France and stuff like that. Or you could do it the historical way, Danzig or war. Either way, the Germans are incredibly fun because you're pretty much unstoppable if you're playing as a player. But the first focus tree we're going to be playing is not the historical one, but I think the best ahistorical path in the entire game, which is opposing Schmittler. Submarines, where we're going, we won't be needing any of those because we're going to the high seas. Wink. That's right, baby. Singly clicked one focus and Germany's at war. Now, obviously, it might be a little bit, what I'd call dated from the current DLCs because, you know, you just click focus tree and boom, Germany's no more in the sense of Mr. Schmittler. But I think bringing back the Kaiser is probably one of the most fun things to actually do. And I'm not a Kaiser, boo. Okay, my hands are up in the air, please. Don't get me with your little pointy helmet. That's right. The age of silly, funny mustaches is over. And the return of very pompous mustaches is back. Oh, okay. Well, I kicked them out of Germany, and, well, I guess Britain didn't get the memo. You know, whilst I would love to live in a world where our country is led by a 90-year-old skeleton man, I think we might need to get ourselves someone else in charge. Oh, so anyway, guys, today I'll be doing my democratic There you go. Albeit he's probably not the best of the bunch. Wilhelm is back, and he doesn't like democracy, but he does have a glorious beard. Oh, this one's gonna be very spicy. Just something to note. Every time a big major nation goes into a civil war and they end up winning against the one that popped out, yeah, they get stuck with the base neutral focus tree. Don't like that. Okay, maybe I am LARPing a little bit. Oh, Mosley won, and he immediately gotta go for it. Man, all it took was me shooting Schmittler and the world has just gone to hell, apparently. You know what? I'm not okay with that, because I kind of got my own plans down there, and they involve, some other stuff. Yeah, okay, right. They're allied. It is a pretty strong alliance of, you know, England, Italy, Egypt, Sudan, and British Fiji. Right, this is gonna be it's gonna be an interesting one. Oh, there you go, shot Mussolini, and now well, Britain's gonna have to rely on British Fiji. Damn. Well, Austria-Hungary's back too. Now look at that. I haven't even done anything so far, and I got half of Europe under my belt. Oh, I don't think this is going to start World War II, but it is going to be the first war we're having. And simply for the fact, I need a bit of a staging post for a problem I gotta take care of. That whole high seas fleet thing is gonna, well, it's gonna require a bit more time. Damn, really is an Avengers Assemble type of moment with Britain right now. They got Venezuela on board. Gee! Oh, looks like we're going for a quick expedition into France because my ally declared war on Yugoslavia. So, I can't lose Italy. Oh, okay, things are about to get real damn spicy. Japan's going to declare war on my puppet, I imagine, next, which, we're going to be a little bit divided. Right, so it's gonna... Right. I need to really figure out what to do by immediately opening up another front in Belgium. Alright, we rushed into Paris, but it's not enough. You know, I'm getting some real big World War I flashbacks right about now. The party just keeps getting bigger. Thankfully, my allies are, well, they're holding the best they can against the Soviet horde, and we've almost capitulated. That's a lot of red. Oh, well, you took the best time to dip out, didn't you, Wilhelm? Now you're leaving me with this? Where's the mustache? There you go. Okay, that's one down. Just the rest of the world to go. This is what I like to call a bit of a sneaky one. I could call Finland into my faction, and it's win a war round 2. Look at that. It's a giant combined effort to just blow up the Soviet Union. And it's glorious. Now, I am being endlessly spammed with the sound of naval invasions, and that's because Japan's having a whale of a time over here, and I'll deal with that at some point. Damn. I mean, I gotta say, it might be a mess, but it's definitely been a fun mess of a game. So, a quick break from the Soviet front, because Britain declared war on India, which joined Canada's faction, which was in a faction with France, the one war we're currently in, and, now I'm invading Canada. Few wars going on, but pretty much everyone's just shooting each other, really. But if we capitulate Canada, we will be out of one of these goddamn wars. Now, how on earth do I divide this up? There you go. That's, it's not the worst. It's not the best, but now I also need to take care of India because they became faction leader of the Allies. This game, obviously, was incredibly fun because of its pure chaos, but at the same time, my brain hurts so much. Ooh, I stacked my high sea fleet over here in China, and we're gonna go hopefully find the Japanese fleet somewhere. Okay, there go the Allies, and I don't care. I'll just take France and that's it. I mean, we're not finding the majority of it, but we are finding little bits of Japanese Navy, and we have concluded our peace with the Allies, and Europe is looking very central powery. But it is, it's 1944 now. I've been playing for a few hours, and I think I'm going to leave it off here for today. We just have to beat Japan, really. And originally, I was going to go ahead and take down the UK too, but my brain's fried. I've played too much Hoi 4. But yeah, that is why this is one of my favorite nations to play as in Hoi 4, for the simple fact it's just pure chaos. Completely and utterly chaotic. If anyone liked this video, feel free to leave a like, hit the subscribe button down below, and let me know if you want to see more of me showing off the nations I enjoy playing in Hoi 4 in my spare time. But obviously, when the Russia DLC comes out and the Italian one comes out, I'll cover those ones again. But I've played enough of both of them to show that off again, and I'm always playing Japan, so we won't be doing that. But I haven't done the Bring Back the Kaiser in, I'm pretty sure, since it came out, so it's kind of nice to go back and have a little game of it. It's still incredibly fun, and it was, yeah, good fun, really. Enjoy the video, subscribe, like, eat some gravy.